Just give us immigration reform and don't treat us like dirt. It's not that hard. We're not asking for much. If anything, this is going to help the economy. And we're not asking for you to kiss the ground that we walk on. Just treat us with a little bit of decency. Just a little bit. It's not that hard. I promise you.
Bro, you came here illegally, so you're getting sent back. Like, I'm not really understanding where I'm supposed to feel bad. Like, it's the law. Like, what? Am I missing something? Like, we also can't do that. We can't go to other countries illegally and just pop up and start working and all of that without things in order, without abiding by their laws. And to be honest, it's a much worse punishment if we end up doing that. I feel like America is being generous. Y'all are getting caught and then being sent by plane or sent by a bus back home. That's pretty generous if you ask me. Like, if I go to Russia and try to pull that off, I might not come home. They might lock me up for 50 years for trespassing. Like, I'm confused. The media's trying to make us feel bad, and they're like, oh, this person was 15 years old, he was a hard-working boy, he was in high school, blah, 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 and he was an illegal immigrant from Guatemala. Bro, you lost me. You lost me. He's illegal. So I'm sorry. Like, that's just what happens. I can't feel bad no more. Everything you said before that is disregarded. I'm sorry.
Latinos of all backgrounds. Do y'all not realize black people are not the only people in this country? You got your Chinese Americans, your Japanese Americans, your Korean Americans, your Indian Americans, your Muslim Americans, your white Americans, and your own people. So why in Davy Jones' lockup are y'all so pressed and mad at us because we not out protesting? Folks, we did the most effective protesting last November, and the data proves it. We protested when it mattered the most. We were not out here with whole productions talking about some we will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all was out here with that foolishness, knowing full well, that y'all had a few abuelas, a few tios, tias, mijo, and mijas in your house undocumented. But y'all got y'all behinds on stage talking about some we will vote for Donald Trump. And you think we supposed to be out here protesting, picket fence in hand, clowning? Like some monkeys in a zoo? No, sir, bop. We did what we were supposed to do. And y'all put y'all's own community in the position that it's in now. And y'all need to live with it.
Okay, this question is for anybody who is Mexican American, Chicano, Hispanic, Latino, whatever, however you identify, it's all the same to me. Doesn't matter. So if you're within that community or if you're just watching, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Okay, I'm about to ask you a question. You let me know your honest, truthful opinion. Okay, my question is very straightforward. Don't make it complicated. Don't go over the top. Answer is yes or no. If you want to explain after yes or no, that's fine. But first answer with yes or no. And my question is this. If all of the migrant workers are deported, would you, your family, or any of your friends sign up to take their jobs? For example, such jobs as becoming farm workers, day laborers, collecting fruits, vegetables, doing all that, assembly line and production, janitorial positions, cleaning, becoming housekeepers, maids, and other services like gardening or even becoming a handyman, or any other stereotypical migrant worker job. Now let me know down in the comments if you would or if you wouldn't. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting conversation.
So that's a very important question. Now that all the immigrants are gone, now that they are leaving, who exactly is going to take up those jobs? Who were they leaving those jobs for? Who actually do they have in mind was going to take up those jobs? Those Mexicans, those Latinos, who actually voted for this, voted for mass deportation, who exactly do they think will take up those farm jobs, those other jobs that their people does, okay, mostly the construction job, the water that you have, right, that a lot of these immigrant workers does. Who exactly will be taking up the job? Are you guys going to take them up? Because a lot of you voted for this current administration and voted for mass deportation. Most of you whose parents crossed the border to bring you into the country, now you guys are now voting against the same border that your parents crossed to bring in you till you got your resident in the country. All of a sudden, you are now voting for people to be deported. Who exactly is going to be working on those jobs? Because every one of you keep crying, oh, they're taking American jobs. Okay, who will be doing those jobs? I guess you are ready to work on those farms. Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So let's go ahead, watch these clips, then I'll come back with the commentary. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up, and credit to all creators on this video. So let's go watch, then I'll come back with the commentary.
I don't care what nobody says. Being held accountable by your own kind is the most effective method. The only method that I might place above that is the feel it to learn method, where you got to make them feel it to learn. That's the only other method that I would put above that. But being told about yourself by somebody who looks like yourself, it just hits differently. It's almost like, damn self, you might be onto something. Damn self, damn twin, I gotta listen to you because you look like me. And it's for that reason alone why I gotta leave the Latino community, why I gotta leave the Cuban American community in Florida specifically, why I gotta leave the I will vote Donald Trump with this clip. I gotta leave you guys with this clip.
African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And
Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Because it's the exact same sentiments that every African American person, every Black American person have been screaming since elections time. The same exact sentiments. And now, because of the bullshit that the Latino community have entered themselves into, literally voting against the same exact group of people that now hold the power of being able to save you. She said it. She said it. See, I knew this. I knew that it's only the African American community, that it's only the Black American community that can save the Latino community from the bullshit that they got themselves into. I knew this. But see, you're not going to listen when I say it. But you'll probably listen when she says it. And the thing about it too, see, technically, I'm a Latina. I'm Haitian. But I'm not the Latina that you're going to listen to. I'm not. That one, though, she is. She is. She has that proximity to whiteness that you guys respect. Right? So now she states that it's only the African American community that can save the Latino community from the bullshit that you guys put yourselves into. And you only are in that because you were so hell-bent on voting against the same exact group, against the interest, the self-interest for that same group of people that now are the only ones that can save you. Look at that, full circle.
for the African American community that has not come out because it is not. I do. We didn't do shit for them.
I get it. I get
masses,
it. But I don't.
Me and you support, but in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos look at Cubans specifically. I'm not gonna talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans. Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, that all of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your asses, Latinos. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some black ass.
Again, it's not coming out of my mouth. She said it. She said it, and she's 100% right. For the I will vote Donald Trump. You guys, y'all got to start kissing some black ass. Y'all all better get to kissing some black asses. And right now, the black asses ain't moving for shit. If it's not for them, they're not moving. They're not moving. So I don't know how you guys gonna make it through. But she just said it. She said it. It's the African American community. It is the Black American community that can save you guys from the bullshit that you are in. And you can think the I will vote Donald Trump. Think them.
My Mexican family voted for Trump. My mother, who was born in Mexico, who came here because of my grandpa, voted for Trump. My sister, who was born in Tijuana, and her husband, who were born in Tijuana, they voted for Trump. My other sisters voted for Trump. And I'm so upset. I'm so upset about everything that's going on right now. I'm like literally in tears because I'm like constantly seeing everything that's going on out there. I'm just so bothered. I can't believe this is happening. Even US citizens at this point who are minorities are being grabbed and kidnapped, not even by ICE at this point. It's random racist people. Everybody is in danger right now. Everybody. I know people who are US citizens who look like minorities and they're in danger. I'm not even allowing my niece right now on the bus or in certain situations because she looks Hispanic, and I'm not gonna put her in a situation where something can happen. And if you are happy that these things are happening, I really hope you go to therapy. I really hope that you heal, because the lack of empathy is wild. I cannot believe that children are in handcuffs. They're being ripped apart from their family. Children in all these places are getting taken, and it's just like I'm constantly in tears, and I'm like shocked. I literally almost sent my family a group chat of like all these screenshots of like, you voted for this, even though I don't speak to them, because I'm so disgusted. And I hate these wannabe Christian MAGA fake people who are okay with all of this behavior. I hope that you are critically thinking right now, and you finally humble yourself, and you can finally see that everything that's happening right now is not okay, and it has not been okay for many different reasons, not just even this immigration that's happening right now, and it's going to get worse.
They only want white people here. Because when we think about refugees who need immediate resettlement, expedited screenings, we usually think about people who are fleeing extreme violence, persecution, famine, war in places like South Sudan, Myanmar, the Congo, not white Afrikaners. See that chartered plane the Trump administration is sending? It's not going to collect refugees that have been sitting in resettlement camps for years, fully vetted, waiting to come to the United States to escape violence. No, it's going to South Africa to collect white people who claim they're being discriminated against. Why would they be getting discriminated against? Probably because they spent generations instituting legal forms of racial segregation and discrimination called apartheid, aka Stephen Miller's wet dream. See, while the rest of the world after World War II saw that maybe racial discrimination not such a hot idea and favored more policies of integration and away from colonization, Afrikaners doubled down on that shit and instituted apartheid. Although it ended over 30 years ago, the social and economic legacies of apartheid continue today. South Africa is the most unequal country in the entire world, according to the World Bank, with white South Africans earning over 12 times what black South Africans do. But don't worry, we're going to make sure that the white Afrikaners who instituted generations of discrimination and segregation against black people get everything they need to get started here in the United States in their new life.
So when I see a lot of people come online to really say the truth about everything that is happening, it baffles me that you go to the comment section, you see some people who are countering what they're saying, and some people who do not want to really, say the truth as it is. You all know that these whole white South African people that came in, they were really not going through any racial discrimination. You know that. You and I know that. Yesterday we talked about white privilege and how these people really have privileges that they can use at any point, even though some of them try to shy away from it, that they do not have white privilege. But you and I know there is something called that. Everyone have a privilege, that's the truth, but there is always a privilege that is higher than the other, okay? And when we have those privileges, it could just be financial privilege. You can be able to have access to money to buy anything that you want. That makes you a financial privileged person because you can afford whatever thing you want. Now there are people who can use to get whatever thing they want because they are that person. When you come to my country, I might have privilege of speaking languages that you cannot understand, and that makes me a privileged person because I can buy things cheaper than you. You might hear a particular price and you're like, okay, it's cheap, and you buy them, but I know exactly how to price and get what I want because I speak the language. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So there is privilege and there are privileges, okay? So these white people actually have privilege, and now they're settled in the US, even though there are rumors of some of them crying out that they are not getting all the benefit that was promised them for one reason or the other, which we are not even so sure about. But these guys were never going through any sort of issues back home in South Africa because they understand that they have privileges which they have enjoyed over the years, but somehow we are sweeping that under the carpet because they are. So let's just leave it at that, right? Now, for some of you all Latinos who voted the way you did and now coming on the internet, calling on black people to come save you and now saying that, oh, black people are the only people who have the power to save us. At what point did it take you to realize that you guys, they are not your saviors, and they have actually come out to say, we are not your human shield. No matter how you do it, we are not still coming out to turn your shield at any point. So every one of you calling them out and telling them to come and speak on your behalf, I think you're just making or wasting your time. Not a greater mistake, but you are wasting your time, because for 2025, they call it their year of resting. So it doesn't matter the bait, it doesn't matter the how you say it. Like those people who were on their podcast saying Black Americans are the only ones who have the power to save Latinos. They are not going to be deported anywhere. They are, they are not, they are the only ones who cannot be jailed. Every one of them, they cannot throw them inside the jail. You guys, a lot of you are just finding out that Black Americans were never immigrants. They were brought into the US, not by choice. We all know how, right? So, but they just pretend that we also do not know how they came in, right? We keep pretending with you all. But you guys, let's just be truthful to ourselves. They are not immigrants, and you all are just realizing that. I guess some of you actually wish that they would be the ones taking up those jobs that your people will be leaving, and that's why you voted against your people by making them get deported. And now you are all crying on the internet on how Black Americans are not coming out to speak up, and how they're not coming out to speak for you guys, how you guys are all minority, and the relationship between the Black and brown community is so strong. Let nobody come to put us on down, all of that. You guys, we listen, we don't judge over here. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. You guys share your thoughts with me in the comment section about all these Latinos and all these immigrants who are getting deported, and how they all voted. Not them that are being deported, but those people who have the privilege in their community to vote, and instead of them using their privilege right to vote for somebody who did not promise mass deportation, instead they decided to vote for somebody who promised mass deportation. And now that people are getting deported somehow, they now want you all to come out and speak on their behalf so that their people don't get deported. You would have used your privilege. When we talk about privilege, I told you everybody has privileges, and how you use it matters a lot. But there are people who have greater privileges than the others. Okay, now let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Credit to all creators on this video, and please do what to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and see you all on my next video. Bye guys.